Financial Field. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Herbert.
From the left side here, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. They'll give to Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
5-9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
First down, Chargers.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles nothing. Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Eagles at 9-5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Chargers' 9-yard line.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chargers 7, Eagles 7.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
The Charger drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On first down, nothing, opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Hall again.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Paul want to give up the middle.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Complete to Chief Okakwo. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll run with Hall.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ball again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
14. Eagles nothing. And McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
King, Phil King. Let's get it.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
90 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hall again.
And he stopped immediately there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Herbert off of play action. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hold me to right.
Give to Hall running right.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Chig Okonkwo.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Eagles nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Shutting defenders at the 15.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
No touch that. Hey. No touch.
Hurts.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. and now they're in the hurry-up. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's into the secondary.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
TJ Edwards on the tackle.
Swift.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll go again with Hall.
Room here to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
157 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Running left, it's Hall.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And this time he is in.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 7. Evan McPherson set to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They go play action with Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard
From the
line.
midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Good, good, shot. Alpha. No touch.
He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. There he goes right side. Down to the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Hey, 73. Crowd left, get it. Crowd left, no touch.
Back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Extra point attempt here still to come.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
It's good, and it's now 35-14. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Run!
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Hey, go lion.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is pretty much... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
59. Hey, Ray.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's got it. And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, Chargers.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
One more time with Hall. And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a second straight play defensively. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat.